Hi everyone, it's Tammy, and today's Advent is a little bit different from some of the others. It's not a daily thing. This is more like brain food. And this is an Advent devotional to illuminate the people, places, and purpose of the first Christmas. It's called Star of Wonder. I ordered this on Amazon, and I think that you can still get it. I'm going to search now just to be sure. I'm sorry, I should have done this prior to, but you know me. Star of Wonder, Angela Hunt. Yes, it is $9. And like I said, it's 25 daily devotions and prayers with woodcut illustrations. So let's see what we have here. It's beautiful. The pages are very nice. It feels kind of retro a little bit. So there's an introduction, and then part 1 has the places of Christmas, the prophecy, part 2 is the prophecies of Christmas, part 3 is the people of Christmas, and part 4 is the purpose of Christmas. So I might read this introduction just because it's short and sweet. But so when we are children, the Christmas season is usually sprinkled with fairy dust and scented with cinnamon. We count the days and camp in front of our Christmas tree, anticipating the hour when we will be allowed to open presents to see if our heartfelt wishes come true. And that is so very true for me. Our modern Christmas features baby Jesus and the nativity scenes, holiday music and crowded malls, shiny presents, and houses festooned with lights. We've heard the Christmas story dozens of times, and we know each character's part. Mary had the baby, Joseph stood guard, and the shepherds came to visit. The 3 wise men brought gifts. Traditions have preserved the nativity story in pristine simplicity, but what was the first Christmas really like? After writing several novels set in the first century of Judea, I've discovered several practical and theological insights about the reality of the Savior's birth, and those realizations have opened my eyes to the divine majesty surrounding the people, places, promises, and purpose of Christmas. As you prayerfully contemplate this collection of readings, I hope your sense of wonder will be regenerated just as mine was. Rejoice, unto us a child is born. Angela Hunt. So part 1 is the places of Christmas, and it tells you the day 1 is about Bethlehem. And there's just a little reading. And then day 2 is the garden. So it's just a different idea on an Advent, and this is putting it back to where it really belongs. I mean, I know that I get caught up in the whole Advent thing, and I like to do, my goal was to do 25 Advents this year, or 24 at least, but 25 would be ideal. And I don't know if I even did it. I stopped counting. I just started, I'd see an Advent and I'd buy it. I'd see an Advent and I'd buy it. And you know, it's a little bit crazy, but it's a little bit fun too. I'm not going to poo-poo on myself or the idea of doing the Advents, because not only do I enjoy doing it for you guys, I enjoy doing it for me, and I enjoy making these videos. There are times when I'm not trying to get all caught up in things, but there are times when I'm like, why am I even doing these videos? I get 50 to 75 views, but I have made some true friendships on YouTube, and it really does have a special place in my heart, and I really do care about it, although I haven't been doing it due justice. And I know that you guys like my Foodie Friday videos, but I just don't have a kitchen that I am proud of to do it in right now. And I'm proud of my kitchen. I love my kitchen, but I just don't have enough space, and it kills me. And trying to put a camera around, it proved to be very difficult. So I hope that you guys understand why I'm not doing those right now. And we do hope to redo the kitchen. And if we never get around to it, I am okay. I love my house. I love my life. And I'm not trying to focus on the things that I don't have, because I know that I am very, very blessed. And, we all probably want more than what we have. And if we could change some things, we would. And I loved my kitchen in my old house, and I would love to have at least that back. But I would love even something even more extravagant and better than that. But, You know, we all have what we have, and that is fine. But it does hinder, you know, there are some things that you just can't do as easily or the way that you want to with what you have. And, you know, you make do. And my making do right now is I'm just not doing the foodie videos. I know that you guys enjoy them. I know that it does bring me more views. I know that it's good for my soul. It's good for apparently your soul because you guys like those and other people do too. But right now it's just not in the cards. And if I can find a way to do it with what I have and make it work and take the time to do it, that might be something I do in the future. But I'm not counting on it or planning on it or any of that. So, you know, it is what it is. So in the meantime, you guys that have stuck around and are watching my videos and even watching this right now, I absolutely appreciate you. I know that I overshare sometimes, and, you know, people do get you down, even though you have so many people that watch and, you know, tell you fine things. And I don't get a lot of interaction in my comments, which is fine. But when there is the one person that throws a bone, not a bone, throws a wrench in the plans, or, you know, it's just mean. It's just ugly. And it does change you. And that stinks that we are like that, but that's human. But anyway, this Advent hopefully will give me a different perspective. And I love that. As I'm finding that as I'm getting older, I really can appreciate different perspectives and different ways of thinking. And I realized how wrong I was in my younger years of having my own ideas of how things were. And I was so ignorant. But, you know, you only know what you know, and you live and you learn and you do your best. And that's all that you can do. So this one has family activity for the Advent season. Most families are familiar with places associated with the birth of Jesus, the manger, the shepherd's field, in Jerusalem, home of the temple. It might be fun for you and your children to talk about which places would be associated with Jesus, where he was born today in your part of the world. If Mary and Joseph were traveling to your town to register for taxes, what would be their destination? If they could not find a hotel room, where would they sleep? An Airbnb, at a bus station, in a car? And if they were traveling and Mary was ready to give birth, how would she cope if she had no insurance? What if there was no hospital nearby? She might end up having her baby on someone's air mattress with a volunteer midwife to assist, or an EMT, or who? Instead of the shepherds, who would the angels send to welcome the promised Messiah? Instead of wise men from the east, who might come from afar, and how would they travel to see the baby? Finally, where would modern Mary and Joseph go to record the baby's birth? Who would be in the building? And who might recognize the baby as the long-promised hope for the world? Read through the second chapter of Luke with your family and substitute modern places and people for the historical names. This exercise may seem ludicrous, but it could help children and adults realize just how frightening Mary and Joseph's situation would have been and how miraculous God's arrangements were for them. In closing, lead your family in prayer and thank God for having prepared the places and Mary and Joseph and prepared the places and people Mary and Joseph encountered on their journeys to Bethlehem, Egypt, and Nazareth. God planned everything even before Eden, and his prophets foretold an amazing number of details. That is so cool. It gives me cold chills for real. So part 2 is this part 2? Yes, the prophecies of Christmas. So here's the prophecies of the coming Messiah, and there's prophecies and patterns. This is all so cool to me. So I am kind of excited about this. I do need to spend the time to actually do this and read each day and just be into it, because I love, oh look, boy. When Hitler killed 6 million Jews, some churches refused to come to their aid. Hitler had the audacity to claim that he was doing the Lord's work. So yeah, it's just neat how it brings it to things that we might be familiar with, and it brings it, I don't know, it's neat. Here's the people of, I'm sorry, I'm going too quickly for myself. I saw the people of, there was Zechariah, the people of Christmas. So here's all the people, Herod, and then the purpose of Christmas. And if Christmas had not come, and to defeat sin, to bring us to God. So, to bring God to us, so we would have courage. And I think that's the last one, because it says 25. So I think that's it. So, and I like that there's family ideas at the end of some of the chapters, or probably each of the sections. And how cool is this? So this is a different kind of an Advent, but it is, in my head, an important one, and it is going to give me a different perspective and a different idea, and I think it's exciting and new, and like I said, a different perspective, which just makes me happy. So thanks for watching this. I hope that you guys, I mean, it's $9. It's very inexpensive, and what a cool gift even for someone. So yeah, that's my Advent for today, and thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.